Hello, and welcome to Select 10. If you're on the lookout for the next Netflix binge-worthy movie experience, then these 10 choices are perfect for you. This lineup consists of the finest Netflix original films, along with a few extra blockbuster titles that are currently available. So whether you're looking for sci-fi, crime dramas, or comedy films, Netflix offers something new and fascinating to keep you hooked to your screen. So, here is a guide to the top Netflix originals that you won't want to skip. Number 10. ARQ. It is a 2016 science fiction action film, directed by Tony Elliott. The story focuses on Renton, a scientist who, together with his ex-love interest Hannah, finds himself imprisoned in an infinite time-looping process while defending their house from hooded attackers. The loop is activated by a mysterious device known as the ARQ, which Renton created to give endless power to a universe. The story moves forward as Renton and Hannah try to figure out a way to escape the cycle, unearthing more sinister plots, and experience the same duration of time repeatedly. The confined environment is employed brilliantly to develop a restrictive and frightening setting, with recurring scenes heightening the sensation of confusion as the couple tries to reverse their destiny. Nonetheless, its dependence on the time loop mechanism gets routine, rendering it difficult to completely comprehend the more detailed background of the world beyond the time loop. Overall, it's a fascinating science fiction thriller that skillfully explores topics of survival, treachery, and loyalty through the implementation of its time loop theory. While its repetitive nature may turn off some people, aficionados of time loop storylines and constrained suspense will probably find it enjoyable. Number 9. Night Teeth. It is a 2021 vampire action thriller film directed by Adam Randall. The narrative centers on Benny, a university student who drives two enigmatic young women for a wild night out. Soon after, as the night wears on, Benny learns that his travelers are vampires with a nasty purpose. The narrative unfolds as he makes his way through Los Angeles' underground, coming across different vampire tribes in his quest to stay alive till daylight. The best part is the film's cinematography, which beautifully portrays the vampire's stylish and lethal appeal, while the action segments are chaotic and dramatic, contributing to the film's futuristic, haunted feel. Blair and Zoe, the two main vampire characters, are fascinating but unexplored. Their backstories are referred to, but not thoroughly described, depriving their characters of a bit of their complexity. While the movie is visually enjoyable, it falls short when it comes to storyline depth and uniqueness. The plot is basic, with few unanticipated events, and should appeal to enthusiasts who enjoy contemporary vampire fiction and neon-noir visuals. Even if it might not be an extremely engaging movie, its action and creativity make it worth seeing. Number 8. Triple Frontier. It is a 2019 action-adventure film directed by J.C. Chandler. The plot centers on a team of former Special Forces agents who get together to plot a drug lord's money theft in a far-off region of South America. Soon, their simple goal quickly becomes out of hand when they encounter unanticipated difficulties that include hostile terrain, their own personal arrogance, and their greatest test of friendship. The film is aesthetically splendid, with the South American rainforest posing as both a serene and dangerous backdrop for the unfolding events. It maintains the feeling of anticipation throughout by mixing less noisy, more reflective portions with bursts of intense action. Every character has a unique personality, and the actions they take throughout the robbery are influenced by their military experiences. Overall, it's a skillfully made action movie that delves deeper into the subjects of giving up, trust, and what happens when greed take over. However, certain audiences may find the latter part of the movie inconsistent as the action changes towards more somber sequences. However, its exhilarating robbery and action moments, as well as a deeper investigation of its characters' mental states, make the film worth watching. Number 7. Ravenous. It is a 2017 zombie horror film directed by Robin Albert. The movie is set in a remote area of Quebec and centers on a group of humans attempting to survive a zombie epidemic. The movie centers on their battles to avoid becoming infected while coping with the mental and emotional repercussions of the end of the world. Compared to conventional zombie movies, Ravenous delves further into the individual's anxieties and the unsettling calm of their isolated environments. The narrative slowly explores the backstories of the characters, highlighting their connections and flaws. This character-driven approach gives the horror greater depth and heightens the significance of the violent and terrifying scenes. The film distinguishes itself in the zombie genre by emphasizing the mood and growth of characters above violence and bloodshed. But not all horror enthusiasts will enjoy its slow-moving pace and muted style, particularly those seeking more conventional zombie scares. Overall, it's a frightening introduction into the zombie genre, with a unique perspective that sticks with you, focusing on tone and suspense rather than traditional horror cliches. Number 6. Renfield. It is a 2023 action comedy horror film directed by Chris McKay. The film offers an unusual view of the traditional Dracula legend, concentrating on Renfield, the servant of the vampire. The story starts as Renfield starts to doubt his existence as a vampire slave and fights to escape from him while attempting to live a regular life with renewed confidence. However, Dracula is unwilling to permit him to go, resulting in a confrontation involving the two as Renfield attempts to restore his sense of humanity. The narrative skillfully strikes a balance between comedy and terror, providing an original interpretation of the Dracula tale. But occasionally, the movie's tone can be erratic, alternating between humor and horror, which might not be to everyone's comfort. All things considered, it's a fun and creative retelling of the Dracula legend, distinguished from other vampire movies with its blend of humor and terror and superb acting. For lovers of dark humor and those seeking a fresh take on vintage horror characters, it's a must-watch. Number 5. The Pirates: The Last Royal Treasure. It is a treasure hunting adventure film directed by Kim Jeong-hoon. It is a follow-up to the popular 2014 film The Pirates, fusing humor, adventurous exploration, and treasure hunting. The narrative takes place in the Joseon dynasty and centers on a group of robbers and pirates who team together to look for stolen imperial wealth. Under the guidance of the enigmatic outlaw pirate commander, Haerang, the group sets out on a dangerous expedition riddled with fights against other pirates, turbulent seas, and secrets concerning the hidden wealth. The film boasts breathtaking visuals, including expansive marine scenery, vivid outfits, and elaborate backdrops. The film's high-octane adventure vibe is enhanced by the stylishly action sequences, which include sword clashes and marine warfare. Although the plot lacks originality, it makes up for it with an entertaining, action-packed storyline and endearing characters. It's an entertaining action-packed adventure for fans of pirate films and medieval fantasy. Number 4. The Killer. It is a 2017 Western action film created by Marcelo Galvão. The story revolves around Caballera, a notorious assassin who was brought up in a remote region by a criminal. As Caballera ages, he embarks on a quest to locate his father, who has vanished, and finds himself entangled in a violent and treacherous situation. The film delves into issues of survival, retaliation, and the indistinct boundaries between right and wrong in a society free of laws. The film has a stunning visual aesthetic, portraying the cruelty of the world it presents with its rough visuals and unforgiving, sun-drenched surroundings. Caballera is a multidimensional character who is shown to be both strict and sensitive. The movie explores his history and the events that molded him into the vicious assassin he grows up to be. Overall, it's an intriguing revisit of the Western genre, presenting an original viewpoint with its Brazilian location and band of characters. But not everyone will enjoy the movie's excessive concentration on violence. Despite these issues, the film's distinct setting and powerful depiction of aggression and survival are sure to draw genre fans searching for something fresh. Number 3. Purple Hearts. It is a 2022 romantic drama film directed by Elizabeth Allen Rosenbaum. The narrative centers on Cassie, a diabetic singer who becomes entangled in healthcare loans, and Luke, an army officer who is set to go into service. To meet their own desires, the two enter into a fake marriage in order to obtain military advantages and traverse the difficulties of their bogus relationship. However, things become more complicated when they start experiencing genuine feelings. Cassie and Luke are each strong characters with distinct reasons and histories that guide how they act. The story's central plot is a heartfelt but predictable love story. Although the film addresses important societal topics, such as healthcare and the difficulties of life in the armed forces, it occasionally lapses into cliches and feels unoriginal. Nonetheless, the film transcends conventional romantic material, owing to the key actors' outstanding chemistry and the richness of emotion in their bond. Number 2. Pineapple Express. It is a 2008 action comedy film directed by David Gordon Green. The narrative centers on procedure officer Dale Denton, who sees a grisly crime carried out by a drug dealer and a dishonest police officer. Fearing for his life, Dale misplaces a pipe of an uncommon marijuana breed known as Pineapple Express, which directs the crooks to Saul Silver, Dale's supplier. The madness begins when Dale and Saul flee, unintentionally making the situation worse while they try to avoid being captured. The film contains excessive comedy and violent moments, but the connection between Seth Rogen and James Franco is what provides the foundation for the film. The movie strikes a balance between their playful dialogue and sentimental scenes that highlight their growing friendship. While the film's comedy might not be enjoyable to everybody, its creative narrative sets it apart in the genre. Overall, it's a cult favorite that offers laughter, excitement, and lots of emotion. It's a must-see for fans of comedy and action, displaying the cast's comic skills while also delivering lots of adrenaline-packed joy. Number 1. El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie. It is a 2019 neo-western crime thriller film directed by Vince Gilligan. Acting as a conclusion to the highly regarded series Breaking Bad, the movie centers on Jesse Pinkman and his pursuit of redemption. The narrative picks up just after the conclusion of the Breaking Bad season finale, following Jesse Pinkman in his quest to move on from his past and start over. Hunted by the authorities and dealing with his terrible past, Jesse has to overcome a string of perilous confrontations in order to obtain the resources required to vanish. While other known characters from series make cameos throughout the film, Jesse's adventure takes control of the film. Overall, it's a gratifying extension of the Breaking Bad tale, providing viewers with completion on Jesse's journey while upholding the show's quality writing and character growth expectations. However, because the movie mostly depends on the setting of the series, audiences who are unfamiliar with Breaking Bad could find it challenging to follow. In short, it's an excellently executed, profoundly moving film that pays homage to Breaking Bad while still succeeding as a tight character-centered drama. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. And do subscribe our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions.